Anyways, okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
This portion is, I'm so proud of myself. I've already hit 2 points.
It's been like almost an hour.
What?
But
Girl, nah. It's only been 37
Really?
minutes. See, now I don't trust your 30-minute drive fucking thing because you can't tell time.
But listen. I have timed it before.
Okay. Why? Who are you racing?
Just myself. Like, just to see.
Just
like,
beat my last record.
And, like, not even, like, on purpose, but, like, there's a couple times I've left my house at, like, let's say, like, 1:50, and I've gotten here at, like, 2:20. That's 30 minutes.
I feel like when you say that, especially with the way you're moving your hands, you're rounding shit up and down to a whole number. And
it's not a perfect 30 minutes, Rebecca.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to not call me that. Unless you're actually mad. Okay. Also, I'm gonna need you to time it for real on your phone or something, and I'm gonna need, like, evidence.
Like, from the moment...
I need a picture of the time when you leave.
Listen, when I leave this house tomorrow, because I'm gonna stay the night, because fuck you, that's why.
Because, again, it's a 30-minute drive.
It's a 30-minute drive, and a bitch is tired because I took the wrong anxiety medication today in the midst of my panic attack, crying at UWF. I took my nighttime anxiety instead of my daytime anxiety, so I got hit with a hard 50 milligrams of Snooze Town. God, what was my point? Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay the night, fuck you. But I will time it, like, from the moment I, like, shift my car into drive tomorrow to the moment I get to my house.
Did you say 50 milligrams? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I feel like 50 milligrams of Snooze Town would be a funny band name. But it could be like 4 old dudes playing, like, some shitty white man jazz.
It's, Captain America's quartet. He had to have a hobby when he was doing all those USO tours.
I love him. Okay, so this story was what I was trying to tell you the other day.
Okay.
So, deep in the hoe phase, me and baby mama...
Not your baby mama, that's just the nickname we have given her.
Yeah.
In case anybody hasn't caught on to that.
Yeah, I give nicknames to everyone for their safety.
Because hashtag privacy.
That, and
we don't
also...
want to get sued, we're a couple of broke bitches.
What are you gonna get? What's the percentage of nothing? Also nothing, learn math, Brenda. No, but I give people nicknames anyways. Like, all of my Facebook friends have nicknames. Like, you have a nickname.
I know, and I love my nickname. Do you want to tell everybody what it is?
It's Best Sister. Because I have another one who actually shares all DNA with me, but I don't know.
Like, full DNA.
Like, 100% DNA.
Like, we came from the same 2 people.
Yeah. I don't know how that worked out, but, she got, like, the cute and, like, dainty vibes, and I got, like, the bomb-ass bitch vibe. So I'm like, I don't know who's the real winner here, but...
Me. Obviously.
I might be fluffy as hell, but I'm funny.
But, like, I'm a boss-ass bitch. 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 I'm a boss-ass bitch. 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 Hashtag copyright. Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so me and baby mama, we're in our hoe phase, okay?
Right.
And, we were doing the online dating thing.
Ugh.
I know. And, first of all, I felt like that was a judgmental one when I know full and well.
It was not a judgmental one. It was a, I feel you.
Feel your pain. Tony, stop breathing in my face.
That is not your face.
First of all, there's lips. Moving on. Let's keep it rolling. So we're doing the online dating thing or whatever.
Right.
I don't know why I brought that up because that's not even anything to do with the story. So we went out a lot, right?
Right.
And so we're out at O'Reilly's, and this guy comes up to her and he's talking to her because baby mama is cute as shit. And she's adorable. She's
small and dainty and vegan.
She, like, rocks bangs.
Precious.
She rocks bangs.
What the fuck? And I told her that, like, after she first got them, too. I was like, I've never seen another person actually look good with bangs.
Yeah, other than children.
Yeah.
She's killing it. And she's got these cute-ass glasses.
She's so cute.
Yeah,
she
wears, like, tights with these cute sandals and, like, sweaters. It's
She's like the cutest mom.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
And she makes adorable babies, which is why her nickname is what it is. Anyway. Jinx.
Hashtag anyway.
Hashtag and chips. So we had gone out to O'Reilly's. This guy comes up and talking to her, and he had a friend, surprisingly. And his friend was cute. I was into it, and he was talking to me, and we were going back and forth or whatever. And we're hanging out the whole night. Everyone's flirting, having a great time. It's a blast.
Right.
Well, the bar closes, and we're like, do we want to keep hanging out with each other, or do we want to, like, you know, call it quits? Like, it was the great fantasy, but let's keep, like, you know, forget this. We decided on the latter. The former? The first one.
What you said?
To continue hanging out is what we decided. I don't know
to
words.
call it quits or continue hanging out, it would be the latter. Because the latter means the second one, and the former means the first one.
Well, okay, so it was the former because we continued hanging out.
I wasn't paying, like, close enough attention to, like, realize what order
never
you said it in.
listen to me.
Okay, so, like, I text... Snapchat is getting real fucking creepy, like, sidebar story. Snapchat's getting real fucking creepy because, you know the, like, location filter where it will tell you, like, where you're at, like, the little white text? It gave my exact, like, crossroads street. And I was like, oh, this is creepy. And so I sent it to a friend who lives very close to me. And her response was, A, you live near my hood. And I was like, yeah, we've known each other since we were 15. And 2 seconds later, she says, aw, fuck, I thought you were somewhere else. And so my response, obviously, was, you don't ever pay attention to me. It's like you don't even love me. And, like, keep in mind, like, this is my person that I have, like, if we're 30 and unmarried, we're probably gonna get married pact with. So
that's not looking good.
No, it's not looking good at all.
She, like, says I do, and then she's like, shit, I thought you were someone else. You need to, like, maybe secure a more reliable 30-packed person. Like, my 30-packed person, I check in with every so often. I'm like, we still good? Because, let's be honest, tricking someone into loving me is not that easy.
The craziest thing is, like, we haven't actually talked about it, but also, like, I know it's gonna happen.
Oh, no, we for sure have, like, a pact. Like, it was like...
She did ask me to marry her the other day. She was like, we should just get fucking married. And I was like, we have nothing. And she's like, but tax benefits. And I was like...
Fair.
True.
But also, if you really look at those benefits, you might want to reconsider.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like getting married is just promising someone or betting someone half your shit that you'll love them forever. And I'm like, I don't have like enough shit to want to split it with someone. You know what I mean?
Half of nothing is still nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Like, I don't even want to share my living space. Like, I got a 4-bedroom house, and me and my child, who isn't even a full-size person, we already struggling space-wise. Like, why do you need to store your Nerf guns in my room, too? Like, put all your Nerf guns in one of your rooms.
That's so funny.
You have 2.
He's not even a full-size person. You have 2 bedrooms. Pick one.
Yeah, for your shit. Anyways.
That's funny.
So.
Hashtag anyways.
We decided that we were going to continue hanging out with these dudes, okay? And so... the one guy that she was talking to, he was like, oh, my house is, like, right around the corner. Let's just go over there. Fine. Okay? Cool. We're together. You know, it's not like we're going to some stranger's house by ourselves, you know?
Right.
Like, I don't know if she could fight anyone. I feel like she's probably scrappy, but, like, I could for sure throw down. If they could catch these hands. But sidebar, I watched it. You remember that stand-up we watched the other night where the lady was like, how am I going to get into this car with this stranger with a whole-ass vagina? Like, that doesn't even seem safe.
Yeah.
It's a badass choice.
Oh yeah, the black girl. Yeah. I got you.
She's like, I got a whole ass vagina.
Honestly, like, me too, sis.
Yeah. So, okay.
Hashtag me too, sis.
So we go over to this dude's house. When I tell you, like, have you ever driven by the dump before?
I'm sure.
Like, do you know the smell? Like, it should be a smell you can remember.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, and, like, just visually, how that feels. Do you know? Okay, like it's a smell
That's
has
what this guy's house looked like.
Oh my god, it was disgusting. Like I didn't want to sit down because I didn't want to catch anything. Like everything looked sticky. Like his blinds in his living room that is in the front of the house was like an old tattered fucking like blanket that he just like threw over some shit. And I'm like, what is happening? And even his friend, like
How old
instantly
was this guy?
in his late 20s to possibly 30s, okay? And even his friend was like instantly like disowned his friendship. He was like, this is not me, okay? And so he was like,
I think the fuck not, my good dude.
we're sitting there, there's like baby shit everywhere, but there's no baby, so that's like a story in itself. You're like, where did the baby go? Like, that's a scary story. Like,
it's like John Mulaney's wheelchair
it
pit.
was, yes, exactly. We hope a miracle, but
Probably not.
Yeah, so it was horrible.
Did you kill your infant son?
There was like, no, he probably suffocated in all the garbage that was everywhere. Like there was like cat litter all over the place. It was a
bad.
nightmare. Yeah, like my OCD was like twitching.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm gonna call a cab because Uber has not been invented
I was
yet.
like, this is not too far from my house, nor to the bar where my car is. So I'm gonna just kick it on over there.
Did you walk?
Fuck no, because like his friend who was instantly like, no. He was like, no, we're going to my house. And I'm like, yeah, anywhere else. Like
Anywhere but
Walmart's bathroom would be ideal. Like that would be a cool chill spot.
At least like Walmart bathrooms are like kind of
cleaned.
clean.
Like they're cleaned.
Like they smell like antiseptic. Doesn't mean they're clean.
They just squirt like antiseptic spray.
But I don't smell feces, so it's
Yeah. And there's not suspicious baby stuff just like around. So anyways, we leave, but this dude lived like clear across town. Like
right.
Blue Angel fucking like
Jesus.
far as shit, yeah.
Right.
And I was already getting better vibes because his car was super nice.
Right.
Not like to be, you know, superficial.
A bougie bitch.
But it's not even like the type of car. Like, yeah, the type of car was nice, but it was clean as shit on the inside.
Right.
Right? So I'm like,
it
okay.
smelled clean.
Yeah. He looked put
Like-
together while this other guy
Yeah.
was like, just looked like he just rolled out of bed at like
Which is,
10:30
like,
at night.
A good look if you can like pull it off.
It's a good look if you don't smell like you just rolled out of bed at 10:30
Yeah.
at night. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we get to this dude's house, and I was like, I'm a winner, because the guy that I was talking to had a beautiful fucking home.
Ooh.
His own home. It was like a bachelor pad. I think he had just gotten divorced or something.
Ooh.
And there was kid stuff, but he has 2 kids that he openly admitted. There were, you
He
know,
knows the location of these children.
exactly. There were like hanged, framed photos
Aw,
of the children.
That's how you know you have
The
your shit
house
together.
was perfectly like pristine, like on some JR level. Okay.
Okay.
Smelt good. The
miss JR.
furniture. I know his birthday's coming up.
Is it?
Yeah.
I miss him solely for the fact that like
He cooks so fucking good.
he like and he gave me alcohol when I was underage.
Because
like,
he's-
shout out because he like does not give a fuck. But also like he had a bomb ass apartment. Like I want him to decorate my first apartment. I will
You
pay
can't
him
afford
money.
it because his shit's pricey.
But also,
Um,
like, can we talk about how he had, like, the whole fucking dining set with, like, the fancy cloth napkins? Oh my god, like, that's how I'm aspiring. That's where I want to get.
He's adorable. I
But
heart
also,
him
like, a massive
truly.
dick.
Yes, but like I said, I will tolerate most things.
But, like, I still love him.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do something at his house for his birthday. Like, I'm sure that he would prefer other than going somewhere, because like last year we took him out.
Right,
I'm sure he would prefer to just like cook dinner for everyone because he likes an audience,
right.
and then like
He
play
has-
stupid ass games.
Listen, as much as I love him, he has, like, his massive ego. And he loves for it to be stroked. And you know what? If he wants to cook, that's fine.
I'll stroke that ego all goddamn day.
I'll roll up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
And also, I know that there are going to be brownies, like, brownies that are so wonderful. Like, it built a friendship for me. Like, it solidified a friendship for me with his friend.
Right.
When I first met her, like,
Right.
she had these brownies, right? And that's actually how we just started talking about his birthday, is
Right.
because I messaged her this morning and I was like, just FYI, I was dreaming about those brownies you made the first time I met you. Not like that's a hint or anything, it just was throwing that out there. And she was like, because she knows me, she was like, I can make that happen. And then she was like, we started talking about JR's birthday. And she was like, oh, well, we can just do something. And she's like, regardless of what we do, these brownies will be present. And she's like, we'll pretend they're for Jay.
But they're really for you.
Yeah. And, yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it. But, I'll let you know because I'm sure he would like, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Because we're going to probably just, like, sit and play stupid video games.
That's fine.
Anyway, that's the kind of quality of home this guy had, okay?
Right.
Like, gorgeous furniture, like, great technology everywhere. And, cherry on the motherfucking Sunday, a fresh-ass puppy. Fresh-ass shit. Yes. It was adorable.
What kind of puppy was it?
I want to say it was a beagle puppy.
Did it have, like, giant ears?
It was so, and it smelled like puppy, and it was the sweetest.
I love new puppy smell.
Yeah, and so
you know, I've been volunteering at the pet hotel, and we're getting a lot of like puppies in. They all smell like new puppy, and it's great.
It's
like
the best smell.
It's like better than like the new baby smell after they clean them up.
Baby's like, you know,
it's okay. Like
and baby smell is actually just the laundry detergent that every single new parent thinks they have to purchase for their babies.
Right.
That's
but like new
flavored
puppy smell.
New baby smell.
But like new puppy smell
is the best smell. Yeah.
It's
so anyways, we hung out in the living room for a little while.
Right.
And then like obviously we separated to our own bedrooms and I got to pick what we watched. It was SVU. I thought it was funny. Yeah. And we had a lovely fucking evening. He, being a little bit older, knew his way around the female body, so I appreciated it.
It was not a disappointment.
It was like one of the best like scenarios I had ever had. Like he fucked me into my feelings for a little bit. Like I came out of it pretty quick because I was not trying to do that shit. But it was still a gorgeous evening.
Right.
And that's the story. Like I just thought that was like a fun.
That's so great.
It was funny because it was like, oh, like look at the garbage.
I don't
and then,
mean
like,
to be a bougie bitch, but like I have standards. Can I tell you like a short side story?
That story's done, so go for it.
So I don't know.
It's its whole ass story.
I don't know if you know this, but my aunt's in town. She's moving back.
Still?
Yeah, she's moving back down south.
Oh, I didn't know that. Like down south here or down south like in general?
Like Alabama, Florida area. I think she's gonna rent a house like up near Fairhope. That's like the plan, but we'll see. It's still like a work in
progress. Do you
progress.
like this aunt?
I do like this aunt.
Okay, go on.
Hold on. My mother says, "Are you aware that you left your hairbrush at home?" Yes, but I brought my toothbrush.
That's all I really need to brush.
And that's a win in and of itself.
I have my hair tie, so therefore I need not brush my hair.
Okay.
All a girl needs is a hair tie.
Yeah, honestly. So, she's moving back.
Okay.
And she stayed at, like, literally, I think I posted about this on Snapchat, I don't know if I, like, actually told you about it. She stayed in this beautiful waterfront home on Pensacola Beach, $1.5 million home. Like, I was kicking it.
What does she do?
She is a freelance writer.
Bitch. Okay, keep going, and I got a story.
Like, she's everything I want to be. Like, she is literally, like, what I'm aspiring to be. Like, her and Jay are, like, a mixture of them, but, like, that's who I want to be.
Like, can I just, real quick, I read this thing that was talking about millennials being freelance writers. That's the best career for them to make money.
Yeah.
Because we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
And that we're really good at just, like, writing about shit.
Yeah.
So, like, that is a great way to freelance.
I think, honestly, I'd love to be a freelance writer. Not the point. Anyway.
Back. Hashtag anyway.
Hashtag anyway. So, she stayed in this beautiful home. I was straight kicking it for a night. Like, I was living the high life, motherfucker.
Like, let's order room service, bitch, this is a house.
Anyway. So, she was, like, in the process of, like, looking at places, like, to see, like, where she would want to settle down, right? And, like, just for funsies, because we're both kind of real estate whores, she was like, let's go look at some of the properties that are, like, up for rent, sale, etc., etc. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. So, we went to another home in Pensacola Beach, another, like, $1.3 million home. Absolutely beautiful from the outside. Like, waterfront. It like, I can't even describe it. Like, it was just beautiful. And you're like, oh my god, like, I could kick it here. It was owned by, like, a bachelor. Like, a 35-year-old dude, never been married, never had any kids.
Does he want to be?
And it showed, because you know what?
It was messy as fuck on the inside.
It wasn't even messy as fuck, because keep in mind, like, this was a house that was, like, on sale. They had already, like, what's the term when you, like, set up a house for, like, showings?
I don't know.
You're like, setting it? There's, like, a word for it.
Staging.
Staging, yes. Like, the house had already been staged.
Okay.
It was fucking terrible. Like, old yellow paint, shitty carpeting, and, like, dorm room furniture.
Okay.
Like, the furniture he had in his quote-unquote living room was only, like, half a step up from, like, that shitty blow-up furniture.
God, that furniture was so cool back in the day.
It was.
Uncomfortable as fuck. It made you sound like you were farting every time you moved.
But, like, it's cool as fuck, don't get me wrong. Not in a $1.3 million house.
Well, he couldn't afford furniture after buying a $1.3 million house.
It was just, and, like...
He was house poor.
I remember me and her got in the car and just, like, immediately started talking shit. Because it was so disappointed. Like, if you can buy a $1.3 million house and then move to the Bahamas, like, you can afford to hire a fucking decorator, Edgar. I don't know what the fuck his name was. I'm just gonna call him Edgar.
He sounds like an Edgar.
He does sound like an Edgar. Anyway, so there's no, like, climax to that story. It was just super disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, ugly furniture, ugly walls, ugly-ass carpet, and, like, mattresses on the floor. Like, not even, like, a bed frame. Just, like, on the fucking floor. With, like, ugly comforter sets. It was just bad all around.
It's like the worser version of glamping.
Yeah, so...
So camping?
The long story short of this is the stereotype episode. Men can't decorate for shit.
Besides some of them.
There's
Because
some
JR.
of them. Hashtag shout out JR, I love you.
We love you.
But yeah, so like stereotype, men can't decorate for shit.
Yeah, no, that's true. Speaking of being like, okay, so me and my older brother, my favorite brother. I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but I 100% do.
Fuck you, beard cream.
My fucking beard cream. But my favorite sibling, actually, when he used to live here, we would just like blaze out, and then we would drive around Pensacola and like just stare at all these houses. And there was a certain house that was both of our favorites, but we could only find it when we were like super
high.
baked. Yeah. And it was so beautiful because like it was like a gorgeous little house. Like, okay, like the piano, like Riley's piano teacher.
Right.
His house is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So,
and he's like doing renovations right now.
I know, I'm like,
so.
really? It needs to get... You know, it was in a
Yes.
fucking magazine? It was in one of those home living magazines.
I'm not fucking surprised.
Him and his fucking dog.
I've never seen his wife.
She's adorable.
See, that's what I see in my head. I'm like picturing like this adorable like little old lady.
No, she's younger than him. She's got long blonde hair, big ass fake boobs. She's like real fit.
That makes so much sense.
And she is like bubbly and like super exciting, and she's the interior decorator of that house. So
And
that's
then,
why it's
like,
always beautiful in that entry room.
in that front room, I love that room at Christmas, by the
Oh
way,
my
because that's where they
fucking
put like
God.
their big fancy tree.
Yeah.
But also, there's like all, like either she's overcompensating or they're both still like madly in love, because there's like all these little mementos about like weddings and vacations and like their initials on.
I
like
think they're
everything's
just like hella
monogrammed
into each other. Because they
Which
haven't been
is
married
so
like
cute.
they haven't been married forever. Like they like that was like second or third marriage for both of them or
Right.
something. But they're adorable together. But anyways, their whole house was in like a home living, so I don't really know why he has to go
I'm not
bigger.
surprised.
But yeah. But anyway, so the house looks similar to that. But like the front entryway is like all these like beautiful plants. Like you have to walk through this like
Oh.
garden almost. It's like a fucking Eden. Speaking of which, when we were on vacation, we biked around this island. I went on vacation. If you ever get the option to go to the Outer Banks of North Carolina on a summer vacation, go to Ocracoke. It is amazing. And also Eduardo's hashtag I love your burritos.
Okay.
Best motherfucking shrimp burrito.
Sidebar. Where in Carolina are you moving to?
I want to move to like the Nashville, Rocky Mount area.
Is that
So it's,
anywhere
like-
near Ocracoke?
No, because like it's
Okay.
okay. Like say it's a box. Okay,
Right.
imagine North Carolina as a box. Nashville, Rocky Mount is like at the top middle of it.
Okay.
The Outer Banks are like way the fuck over here outside, like over a bridge, then there's like an island path. Okay, but anyways, Ocracoke, go there if you can. It's adorable. Unless you don't like the beach, in which case, I don't know what to tell you. But if you like burritos, still go.
I'd just go for the aesthetic, honestly.
It's adorable, okay?
Yeah, I live for the aesthetic.
But, pro tip, if you do go and you do like the beach, bring some fucking, like, river shoes or some shit. Well, yeah, that, but river shoes, because that sand gets, like, boiling lava hot, and it feels like death. Like, at one point, I was just gonna, like, lay down and let it finish to die. I thought I was gonna die. Like, my feet... Like, I don't know if you ever saw that movie, Volcano.
No.
It scarred me as a kid. But they're trying to get off this, like, mountain that is a erupting volcano, and they're trying to escape, and they have to cross this, like, lake or whatever, because the road was blocked, and the lake has acidic shit in it already, because the lava had started to go into it, because... So now it's all, like, super hot and, like, acidic. And it's eating the boat away. And so this old lady that was with them, the grandma or whatever, she was like, my weight's too much. So she hops the fuck out of this goddamn boat and it's like pulling the boat across. And you can hear her like in agony as it's like eating her away. That's what my feet felt like, okay?
That was a very descriptive image.
I'm a born storyteller.
Obviously. Anyway, so...
FYI, there is a career called a professional storyteller. And I feel like I would be bomb at that shit.
I think so.
Anyway, I don't know why I was talking about that.
Neither do I.
Oh, so when we were biking around this island, there was this house, and I'm gonna call it the Sunflower House, because the entire front yard was a huge sunflower garden.
Aww.
And it was just like sunflowers fucking everywhere. There was this really cool gate that you had to go into. It looked like the fucking secret garden. It was beautiful. Yeah, I was like, I would live here for the rest of my life and be totally fine. So, my last thing that I necessarily wanted to tell you about...
Are you done with that story about your brother?
Yeah, we would just drive around and like look at houses, and then we'd like to drive around and be like, oh, fuck that house.
Ooh, you know what I love to do?
What?
Like, during the holidays, like, mostly because I am, like, a holiday whore. Like, I fucking love Christmas. Like, I get into that shit. I love driving around. Like, I'll go, like, get hot coffee from, like, Starbucks.
So, like, everyone during the Christmas
and,
time,
like, drive around.
look at Christmas lights?
Look at Christmas lights.
That's what everyone does. You're not special.
I am.
In that sense.
I don't know why. Like, I feel like that's just, like, something weird that me and my family do, but it's, like, a thing that people like to do, because, like, who doesn't
Christmas
like the Christmas aesthetic?
Yeah,
right?
It's adorable.
Also, I just want to point out that my mother is one of those Pinterest women, because she got, like, those big, bulbous, like, colorful lights, and last Christmas she sent my poor father up to the roof to, like, line the roof with her fancy lights. And it was great.
I mean, I love Pinterest decorations as well, because you remember that frame thing I put on my door at the apartment with the big-ass bow? Yeah.
That was cute.
I still have it.
Anyway, so, for your last story...
Oh, no, but, like, finishing the brother driving around. So we would, like, drive around. There was houses, obviously, that we liked, but then we would be like, oh, that's fucking ugly. Like, and just talk shit about all these houses that we could never afford.
Right.
And I saw this thing that made me think about it earlier, was, like, there should be, like, a TV show where you just walk into someone's house and then be like, ugh, I don't like that.
I feel like you've told me about this before, and I think it's a fantastic idea.
It would be the best show ever. I'd watch the fuck out of that
Yeah,
show.
same.
Be like, ugh, that's terrible. Okay, so my last and final story is, I told you that I got, while I was on vacation, my teacher for my class in the fall, she emailed us out a list of books, because the class I'm taking is psychology and literature, right? And so she emailed us out a list of books that we have to read, so that we could get a jump on it, so that, you know, in the middle of the semester with other classes and shit, we're not trying to read a bunch of novels.
Right.
And it's a, you know, like 5 or 6.
It's a lengthy collection.
Yeah. None of the books are like super long, but like at the same time, I work a full-time job and all of that. So
and also like reading.
I love to read, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't have the time. I mean, I guess
I wish I read more than I do.
Yeah.
But like once like my day is over, like if I'm at home, like
I'm exhausted.
I want to either watch TV or listen to podcast, or when I'm here, I either want to watch stand-up or play Fallout. Right. Like, I want to shut my brain off.
Exactly. And reading requires a lot.
Yeah.
And, like, at the beach, I read the shit, like, out of anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome. However, my aunt did not let me read much because she wouldn't stop talking to me.
She wouldn't talk about her true crime podcast.
She was like, honestly, I hate when people do this to me, but you're just so fun to talk to. Like, I just want to talk to you. Just
yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, and so I didn't get much reading done then. But anyways, so the first book out of this selection that I'm reading is called Perfume.
Okay.
And it's actually a movie now. Well, now, like it's an old movie, but anyways, it's the premise of it is there's this guy. This is like 1700s France, okay? Not a great time to be alive, to be honest.
Oh.
And the whole movie, by its name, is about smell. Like, they talk about smell like a lot. It's a huge theme. And the main character, who is actually a serial killer in 1700s France, he, like, as a human, has no smell of his own. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you know how, like, people have smells?
Yeah, like, everyone has a scent.
Right. And it might not be, like, super obvious or whatever, but they have it. And this guy has none, which made everyone, like, when he was a baby, even as a baby he didn't, made them very uncomfortable. But he has a very high sense of smell.
Right.
Right? And so 1700s France was a fucking stinky-ass time to be alive. So it was always, like, a horrible, like...
I mean, he could have been alive in, like, 1350... for, like, the Black Death. I don't know why this bitch is complaining.
Well, I think the, like, plague was occurring then, and he had gotten the plague.
No, because, like, the bubonic plague, like, the big one, because there's been cases, like, before and after, but, like, the big one that, like, wiped out most of Europe was, like, 1350 era.
I'm gonna need you to Google it, because...
Bitch, I already pulled it up.
In the book...
Because I was thinking about it.
In the book, he had gotten the Black Plague, and... lived through it.
It peaked in Europe from 1347 to 1351.
Huh. Okay, well, I don't know.
But also, like I said, because we talked about this in my Euro history class, there's been modern cases of it as well.
You can still dig that shit up.
Yeah. There's been cases of the bubonic plague before and after what we know as, like, the big Black Death that, like, wiped out half of Europe. Like, 1/3 of Europe, something like that. But yeah, like...
Well, still, it was stinky. Okay.
It was France,
and it was
nobody bathed.
Yeah, and he lived in like Paris, so like the fucking precipice of the smell, and like shit everywhere. You know, it's just shit everywhere. It's like a nursing home, but like giant.
It was just not a good time.
Yeah, and so every day of life was like just like an assault on his senses.
Right.
And
is that when he started killing people?
No. So because his sense of smell is so like enhanced, he could like smell something from miles away, maybe not miles, but like a fair distance.
Right.
But he could like take a smell and break it down into all its different parts. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like in a perfume, there's a bunch of different notes of smells.
Or like wine tasting.
Things like that. Yeah. He could break like smells down.
Right.
And he could do it from far away. And even if he didn't know the name of it, he would never forget the smell. Like he would like had it in his memory.
His olfactory senses were working overtime.
Yeah, and so the first chick that he like murders is because he smells this over all the other smells. He smells this like very faint and subtle smell, but it's super good. It's very pleasant to him. So he like tracks it out like a goddamn bloodhound. Okay. Yeah, and so he like finally
a fucking drug addict.
Finally finds the smell, and it's coming from this like teenage girl or whatever. And I don't think he was very old either though. Like he wasn't like, you know, super old.
Ah, yes, that's one of my people.
Aha. So
we're recording outside for anybody that's like curious.
And that's my air conditioning. AC, love you. Sponsor us. So he
hashtag Maytag.
And so he finds this girl. That's where the smell's coming from.
Right.
She looks at him. He's also like ugly, apparently, like weirdly ugly, like fucking bootstrap Bill right here. This creepy ass doll I found in my attic. That's a story for another time. So
don't you want to? That's the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
When Disney wasn't doing well. So
look at that. That's why would anybody make this into a doll?
I actually have a GIF of him. So
hate it. I fucking hate it.
I like to send it to people when they're not expecting it, but it's my favorite.
Like something else, I like to send to you when you're not expecting it.
So, anyways, he finds this girl, she looks at him, she's obviously like, what the fuck? And it's at nighttime too. And so he strangles her because that's the rational thing to do. And then he like
Jack the Ripper.
And then he like sniffs this girl. He doesn't do anything else. He just smells her like head to toe.
Is she dead at this point?
Yeah,
Did he strangle her to death?
He like she's dead.
Okay.
And then he like sniffed her everywhere. And I mean everywhere.
Yeah,
and then,
like I was already picturing that. Like,
and then he just bounces,
shoving his nose.
And then he just bounces. Yeah, he gets a good whiff of everything. And sniff this shit, bitch. What that smell like?
Is this like one of those dudes? Like, is he getting off on this? Like,
no,
he smells?
It's legitimately just. It's just the smell. Like, he's so obsessed with smell. Well, at least at this point in the book, he's just obsessed with the smells.
Okay. Understandable.
And yeah, anyways, it's a super interesting book. I mean, it's kind of a slow read in a way because it's like a lot of
as most assigned reading is.
Well, not necessarily, but like I had to read Fight Club for class. That was a fucking like page turner. But anyways, so
you want to talk about Fight Club?
Yeah. Why are you talking about it? So
talking about what?
I think the book is like it's super interesting, right?
Okay. So you say all of this to say...
Well, so I was thinking about it on the drive to work this morning, because I had read some last night.
Okay.
And I was thinking, like, how cool would it be? And actually, in the book, as I read some today, it goes into this. But it was like, how cool would it be? And I don't know, maybe it's a thing, but like, you know how one perfume on one person will smell very good, and then on another person it doesn't, because it doesn't mix with their natural...
Their pheromones, yeah.
Yeah, their natural pheromones. So, how cool would it be if somebody who had, like, the ability to do that be like, based on your body chemistry, these are the smells that will go the best for you. And then they create a perfume that is specifically for you, that might not smell good on anyone else, but on you, you smell like a fucking, like, angelic... goddamn rose garden.
So it's kind of like the same concept of that one love potion from Harry Potter that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only each person would have their own. I mean, obviously that would be expensive.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
actually.
I thought that would be cool.
It's like a fun pet project, not even like a pet project, just like a concept.
Yeah, it's like a fun thing to think about, like being a mermaid or whatever. But like, I don't know. I just thought about it.
No, that's like, that's cute. I like that.
I like it. I take a serial killer book and I make it into something beautiful, you know?
No, I like that. I'm not a, like, perfume person. There's, like, a couple that I really like Daisy by Marc Jacobs. And there's also this one that is, like, French, and, like, Jennifer Garner is, like, the face of it, whatever, I can't remember the name. But we got it from my mom, and it smells really good, and I steal it on the regular. We got her, like, the big-ass, like, $150 bottle.
I like pretty much anything that Victoria's Secret puts out. Specifically, there's this one, like, so they have, like, Bombshell, right, which I've always liked. But then they released one. I got it when we went to Destin. I just got the, like, little roller stick of it.
Oh, yeah,
and
I remember.
It has Bombshell on one side, and then it has Bombshell Nights on the other, and I love that smell. It is so good.
I'm kind of basic, but I still love, like, Bath & Body Works.
Well, yeah.
Because it's not, like... I don't like perfumes, because I feel like a lot of them can be really overpowering. But I like the Bath & Body Works because it's, like, a little bit lighter.
I feel like the opposite, though. I feel like actual perfumes, because you use such a small portion of it, and it lasts a lot longer, it's not as overpowering. Like, a lot of those sprays and shit, they make me sick.
Really?
Yeah, like, they make me nauseated because I feel like there's so much. Because also, you know, like, have you seen that video of the girls putting on perfume? It's like, I'm a boss-ass bitch. And she sprays, like, the entire bottle all over herself.
Yes.
Which is, you know...
That's a mood.
That's what you do with body mist, because it
fair.
doesn't last very long. It, like, dissipates.
Right.
Which, while we're on the subject of that, it's frustrating as fuck for me that a guy can have, like, body wash or whatever that they will wash themselves with, like, 4 weeks ago, and they still smell strong as fuck of this. Why can't female body washes and shit linger like that as well?
This is why, like, male hygiene products are just better.
Yeah.
Like, I do not use women's razors, I don't use women's shaving cream, because one, neither of them fucking last. But, like, I can use the same men's razor for, like, a month, and, like, that shit can still, like, open up your veins. Like, it's good. Like, it's good shit.
Is it Harvey's that's at Target?
Harvey's.
It's either...
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like, you can only get it at Target.
Yeah.
That brand of shave, like, razor is fucking phenomenal.
Is that...
Well, I had always thought it was cheaper because every time I went to buy like replacements for it, it would be like a huge pack of replacement razors, and it felt like it was like $8 or whatever. But then when me and JR went to Target one time and I was trying to like play the women's razors, they're so much more expensive, he's like, oh, let's price this out real quick. And so he was like, see, it's not. And I was like, well, but anyways, it's a very good...
Shut up, JR.
Yeah, stop being right. Let me be wrong.
Just get out of here with your technicalities. Just because you're right doesn't mean you're interesting. You're like the kid at the sleepover that after midnight is like, it's tomorrow now. Oh, it was so much fun when we watched Ghostbusters tonight. You mean last night? It's after midnight. Get out of my house. Take your EpiPen. Get out of my house.
I love that that person has an EpiPen because they for sure have an EpiPen. They're allergic to not being an asshole.
Oh, God.
Anyway. So this has been another week with us on the Socially Awkward Sessions.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter so you don't miss a single update. Catch you next time. Bye.